3-3, Paul, here at Edgar Street, a game really where Kettering Town should have come away with 3 points. Some fantastic goals, though, from both sides. Some disappointing elements in the game. What were your views on the game?
Well, we've just said in there, we've come away to a team with great resources, great history. If the fans were in here, there'd have been a massive crowd in here. We scored 3 goals and not won a game. So disappointed with that. With probably our first half. We looked a little bit disjointed first half. We tweaked it at half time, and I thought up until the sending off, we were the better side. And we just said in there, disappointed that we haven't won a game. And those 1% is that I thought all 3 goals we conceded were down to ourselves, not a team that's created and cut us open. But there were positives. I want to look at positives. We've come away from home, and we've ground out a good point with 10 men for, I think it was the last 20 minutes. The lads have worked extremely hard. It was tough near the end because Hereford threw everything at us and overloaded us in areas. Disappointed that we've not won a game though.
First goal you must be disappointed at the way it went in. I mean, up until that point there was nothing between the two sides. In fact, Kettering probably were the better side out of the two, but that tended to overshadow the first half, that mistake.
Yeah, it did. I thought they had quite a bit of possession. I never really thought that they really broke us down. I think the only real chance was probably from a set piece, from a restart, which we're disappointed with because we're usually quite strong in those areas. But let's say we tweaked things second half. I thought we, justifully went into the lead. Our problem is where we are at the minute. It's when I use the word anxiety, we're just looking like we were a little bit vulnerable, even when we're in the lead. But we sailed through that that little period, and I'll be honest with you, sending off, and I'm talking about referees again, but once again there were some strange decisions in the game. I don't think it was a booking, the second one for Macca, but it's we seem to be on the receiving end of all bad decisions at the minute, Paul. So, but hopefully that will even it out. We can't do nothing about that. Just disappointed that we haven't come away. We've not held on for. Especially when you look at the third one and how sloppy we were again. But like I say, it's a point. Should have been 3, and we move on to Tuesday.
Quite a few new faces in there, 2 debutants, and some of the players that you signed in midweek made an implosive impact. I mean, you take the goals from Callum Powell. I mean, fantastic. Perry doing superbly well. Sharp at half time. Ashanti came on. So the side is beginning to shape itself again.
Yeah, it's. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I need. I know what I need to go and get. Could be casualties, because I'm not going to stop until we're consistently getting positive results consistently. And we look at that, and that's that's, you could look at it 2 games undefeated or 2 games that we might have won, or but we're still a long way from where I want us to be. I think the lads that came in. To be fair to Sharpie, thought he had a good first half, but we wanted to make a tactical switch.
Well, that worked, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And to be fair, the big man up top, he's ageless and did exactly what we want him to do. Occupied 2 really big, strong centre backs and brought people into play. Give us a different dimension. Every time the ball went up there or into the box, I thought he was a colossus, and he's not fit yet. So. Ashanti come on, thankless task at the end, to be fair, just chasing, but look strong. Like I say, hopefully we'll get some injuries back today. We've had Lorne missing, Sam Jones missing, Stevens has just come back from injury. We'll need him because the game's coming thick and fast, and you always pick up like a couple of little knocks. So yeah, the squad will evolve, until I get realistically what I want, and we're not a million miles away. We're not a million miles away. Like I say, we've had. I look at the fixture list. It's probably one of the toughest starts that any club's had at this this season at our in our league, and they don't come any easy. But we've not got to moan. We've got to get on with it. It will even itself out. And like I said, I've not panicked. When you are where you are, people get a little bit anxious and. I've always looked at the season and gone, let's see where we are after 30 games. And I've just said to the players in there, the way we attacked the game in the second half, the goals we scored, if we continue in that vein and stop the silly little team effort, they're not just defensive mistakes by defenders, the team mistakes, then we'll achieve our targets and improve on where we were last season. But it's it's hard, and what's made me smile today, we've come to a place that the comments before the game I thought were cheap in some of the press, and we need to use those tools, those relegation comments as a massive tool in our motivation to finish higher than some of the clubs that are making these comments.
Thank you, Paul. Well done. A very entertaining game. I bet you were delighted in some respects, as I say, but well done. And see you on Tuesday at Kettering.
Thank you very much.